Hello students, a very good morning. I am Priyanka Rai, your economics teacher. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So do you know what the situation demands? The situation demands to teach you online. Why you are at home? Because the situation demands to be at home. So is our topic, that is demand. So the topic is demand. So I am going to teach you chapter 3rd of microeconomics, that is demand. Welcome students to Green Valley English School virtual class, and I Priyanka Rai continue with the topic. So let's continue with the chapter, that is theory of demand. So in this chapter you are going to study the basic introduction, you can say, is here. First, how much to produce and what price to charge. That means in economy how much goods are to be produced, in what quantity and what price is to be charged for that goods. Second, you can see factors determining demand for a product. There are certain factors which determine the demand for a product. Why any product is being demanded. So there are certain factors which you are going to study in this chapter. Third, as you can see, it's written, explore the relationship between price and demand for a product. Price and demand shares a relationship that we are going to discuss. And last but not the least, it is examines likely impact of the potential factors that influence its demand. So this is the basic introduction. This is the basic introduction of the chapter. Now we'll switch to the topic, that is demand. Let's see the meaning of demand. So demand, what is demand? As you can see, it is written here, the quantity of a product consumers are willing and able to buy at different prices in a specified time period is demand. So student, there is a basic difference between willingness and demand, or you can say desire and demand. For example, a person wants to own a car but he do not have a money that time. So that is just a mere desire, a mere wish. But when it is backed by the purchasing power, as you can see, it is written here, the quantity of a product consumers are willing and able to buy. The word able to buy is a key word here, at different prices in a specified time period. And second, specified time period, that is another key word in the definition demand. So that means that is called demand. That means if you are standing outside a showroom of a car and you are just willing to buy, you don't have money enough to buy that car, that will be just a desire. But when it is backed by a purchasing power, that means you are having enough money to purchase that car at that specified time period, it is called demand. So hope the meaning is clear. What is demand? What is demand and what is desire? Now types of demand. What are the different types of demand? That is direct and derived demand, individual and market demand, recurring and replacement demand, complementary and competing demand. Last but not the least, that is new and replacement demands. So just I am going to tell you the meaning in short. What are these types of demand? Direct and derived demand. Direct demands are those demands which fulfill your requirement directly. For example, any final products that fulfill your demand, that is called direct demand. Derived demands are the intermediate goods. That means that good is needed in order to fulfill the demand. For example, you demand a coffee. For that, milk is what? Milk is a derived demand. Now individual and market demand is just like you have studied the definition, it's same. Individual when we are talking about a customer or a consumer, one consumer, and market demand when we are talking about many customers. Recurring and replacement. Recurring and replacement demand, though it is not demanded in your course, but still I will like to tell you in a short. Recurring and replacement, as the word itself implies, replacement which can be replaced. That means there are certain goods which are replaced, which you cannot continue for longer period of time, and if you continue also, maybe at certain point of time you need to replace that. That is called replacement demand. Recurring demand which keep on moving, that kept on moving and you can continue at frequent intervals. Now complementary and complementary. Complementary, you have heard this word many times, complementary. That means goods which goes together. For example, pen and ink. If you want pen, you will demand ink also. Okay. If you want car, you will demand petrol also. So that is complementary demand which goes together. Competing, that means substitute good. When you have two goods are competing, for example, Coke and Pepsi. So there is a competition between these two goods. So you can demand either Coke or you can demand either Pepsi. So that is different. Now new and replacement. The meaning itself implies new demand, that means you demand something new. Replacement, that can be replaced by other demand. So this was all types of demand. I hope it is clear to you all. Now basically we will be studying individual and market demand in this chapter. Okay students, so I hope you have enjoyed the topic and it's awesome topic. You will enjoy further also. So I would like to conclude that what I taught right now, that is demand, meaning of demand, the different types of demand, and as well as I have given you the basic introduction of the chapter. So hope to see you again in next video. Till then, bye bye.